Ja, hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Club Call Nummer 6 der Location-Based Marketing Association. Heute aus unserer Reihe Around the World. Wir haben letzte Woche angefangen, einen Blick in unterschiedliche Länder zu werfen und drauf zu sehen, wie die gesamte Situation rund um Covid-19 das Geschäft beeinflusst, welche Möglichkeiten unsere Partner, Freunde da draußen nutzen, um ihr Geschäft weiter zu aktivieren. Letzte Woche waren wir in Ho Chi Minh Stadt, sprich Saigon, in Vietnam, gemeinsam mit dem Christian Geisendörfer einen schönen Einblick, wie sich die Welt dort schon weiterentwickelt hat und welche Art und Weise das normale Leben dort wieder angefangen hat. Und heute freue ich mich ganz besonders mit Mark Michael von DevHub, CEO von DevHub, in Seattle zu sein. Wir haben ein Interview geführt. Er zeigt uns, was passiert in Seattle gerade, was passiert in der gesamten Industrie, welche Auswirkungen sieht er auch, die sich da gerade bemerkbar machen. Und ich freue mich auf einen spannenden Abend im Club Call Nummer 6 und herzlich willkommen. So, very warm welcome to Seattle. Mark, how are you?
Honestly, I am today. I am very good. you know, for me, like when like a lot of my personality, a lot of why I love even my life is I genuinely enjoy what we do, and so working at home was very hard for me. But yeah, today is a very good day so far.
Yeah. Okay, please introduce yourself. So what you guys are doing, why are with us with the LBMA? And you're sitting in Seattle, which is a beautiful city. I've been there once time.
Yeah, I mean, we've been really lucky during this whole pandemic. The weather in Seattle has been basically, I mean, look, it's just bluebird skies.
So no rain in Seattle?
No, I mean, literally, it's only maybe rain. I mean, again, the way I would count it, like 3 days of these last, whatever, 9 weeks or whatever it's been. So, hey, I'm Mark Michael. You can see it on my shirt too. CEO, co-founder of a company called DevHub. That's DEVHUB.com. We are a platform used by big brands and or their agencies to build a lot of experiences, or we call sites, websites, and or local pages. So if you're a franchise, if you're a multi-location brand, and you need a lot of sites, that's the platform that hopefully your agency is using or you're using directly.
Great. So you're with the LBMA since when? 2 years? 3?
Yeah, maybe it's even 3 now, but maybe just say 2 to play it safe. But if it's 3, hell yeah. It's honestly I love it anyway, but yeah.
Great. So you're based in Seattle. So how's life in Seattle during this situation of COVID-19?
Seattle took it very, very seriously because I think, at least in America, it was, I think, one of the original kind of maybe epicenters when that nursing home got a lot of people, and then like the national spotlight was here for a while. But yeah, it's very eerie. It's very quiet. But again, most people are taking all the stay-at-home orders seriously. And it seems like whatever the numbers are, which I don't know what they are, at least what I've been hearing, have been dropping. And so I think people are probably, wanting to go and do things, and so we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, overall good.
Overall good. So in terms of business, do you see anything in your companies changing? Yes, we are all at home right now and frozen budgets and I don't know. So what's going on there?
Yeah, so Starting, obviously in March 11th is when we all went remote, or work from home. That transition as a company to that status or whatever you would call it was total. Like, it's not even worth bringing up. Like, it was just mindless for us to do it. Like, we're already using Slack. We're already using like something similar to Zoom. Like, we're already like there, and so it was like that transition was just totally seamless. So March was okay. We had a record month in March in terms of more sites, more locations, more everything being added to the platform. Then in April, what happened was a lot of our current customers, since a lot of our customers are providing our solution for the multi-location brands, um, they're using us to build out those sites, right? Or have those sites published. And then what happened is that their side of the business, which is typically traffic and marketing, basically that got cut. And so, of course, they immediately come to us and say, hey, we still have to pay you your bill because these sites are indexed in Google and SEO'd, but we're not getting paid from our, like, can you offer a discount? So some clients offered, hang on.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then, yeah. And then, so they asked for discounts. What we did is we offered most of our, almost basically every one of our customers innovation credit, which was basically the ability for us to maybe customize or integrate with or do something else that they can also pass on to their clients to keep them kind of engaged and whatnot. So we were down about 16% in April because of that. And then now we're in May. May seems very busy. Like, all of a sudden right now, like, everyone wants to do more. People want to switch from whatever they were doing to reduce cost or whatever. I mean, so I don't know how May will, I told our team, I said, May will be the pivotal month for us to determine kind of how the rest of the year looks. Like, can we still bring in deals? And which we did. We still did close deals in April, but again, like, can we bring more on? And it seems like we're gonna be like even stronger when we come out of this. But again, I always tell people, if every customer did what they said they would do, I'd be flying private right now. So I don't know what people say they're gonna do, and what like, I have no idea. But yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's very interesting to see in the call right now. So I had a couple of calls before and just record this. How different this world is going into the situation and going out of the situation. What do you expect on a personal side, of just your personal view on what's going on after?
I don't know. So I ask everyone that same question because I'm always curious myself. And I have to tell everyone, every one of my predictions has been totally wrong. So I honestly, when we did work from home, March 11th, I went out to, we're downtown Seattle. There's an Italian restaurant I go to all the time. I'm like, oh, this is nothing. By Sunday, everything will be normal. Then it wasn't. Then I was like, one more week. So like, I think it's going to end every week. All of a sudden, this week, I my guess, and again, like I said, I've been wrong all 9 weeks, so I'm probably now going to be the opposite. Which by the way, I hope I am wrong with this prediction. I think this will last till the end of the year. Prior to this week, I actually think that people are ready to go out and like spend and like go to, the problem is the restrictions that are at, retail, or not so much. I don't know much about retail. I know more about like restaurants and stuff. The restrictions around, wearing a mask, at least in Seattle, wearing a mask and hand sanitizer, like that ruins the experience of, so like, am I going to, no bars can be open still. So it's like, I think for that, we have to wait maybe till July, but I actually think it's going to be a boom, like in a good way. I think like people will buy, people will, spend. It will just be if you're a technology company or any company that was able to weather this, and if you were lucky enough to get any of the loans from at least the US government or SBA, and I just think there's going to be so much money in the system. Now, what happens after printing that much money in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? I have no clue, but it seems like, I don't even know if I answered the question. I mean, it's all over
That's
the place.
fine. This is what LBMA Club Call is about. It's about the personal view of our members, and it's a platform to talk about and just give a structure. What's maybe is possible, what's not possible, and just share the experience. So
Yeah, I mean,
at the end
I
of the
think,
day, that's great.
yeah, I mean, I think if you're a founder of a company, and you had to make some of the hard decisions to let people go, um, you know, some of those people, maybe it was their time to be let go anyway, and this was just a good, maybe a blessing. I hate to say it, but to like maybe
Fair enough.
the people that you didn't really need in your organization. um, and I mean, again, like for us, we are way more tighter of a team. Like I talk to all of our employees, like how I'm even talking right now, which before I felt like I kind of maybe put a little bit of a filter because I didn't want them to know too much, because like maybe it overwhelms them, because it used to overwhelm me. I would lay on the ground like, why is this happening? Oh my God. And so like, and they've been so good at like being like encouraging, to me, like, yeah, thank you. We love knowing what's going on. I've been keeping them up to date with every new deal, every new opportunity, what customers are doing well, which ones are not, and we've always had a version of that, but way more candid right now. And I think it's really helped us as a company become a lot tighter. And that's why I think like, I think we're just going to be the biggest company on planet Earth. But I've been thinking, just for the record, I've been thinking that since I was 17 years old. I am now 37.
Very successful.
So
Yeah, great. So thank you very much for your view from Seattle and your personal on the situation. Thanks a lot. And
but Karsten,
yes.
like, what do you? I mean, you're the retail king. Like, what do you think, man?
Well, that's a good question. Things are changing very quickly.
Like,
So
just talk to me just about retail. Like, what do you think retail looks like?
I think we're not able to buy 57 different brands of milk in the future, because that doesn't make sense. So it's more tight in how many brands we have for the same product, because we learned now it's important to have milk and to buy toilet paper for Germans, and so it doesn't matter if it's this brand or that brand. So it's more functional driven. So this is what the Amazon companies bringing us also. It's Amazon Basics. So this is products without having a brand. This is a battery. This is a toilet paper. This works for what you need it. And I think this will be more different in the future. So not so many different brands, not so many different kind of products. They're doing mostly the same. So this is first. And secondly, how we sell and promote sales activities will be totally different in the future, because we learned now it's very important to make it online, to think how that works. And retail is interesting because you have the grocery and fresh food and all those things. There's some very different categories, which isn't very easy in terms of logistics to bring it to your home, and it must be cooled or warmed or whatever. But you see a big change in the restaurant industry now here in Central Europe, because most of the restaurants weren't able to deliver something to your home, or to provide takeaway stuff. So in North America, it's quite normal. So 50% or 60% of the revenue is coming from delivery or take it home or something like that. That's very convenient. But we didn't have that here in Europe.
Really?
So I know a lot of restaurant owners, they are happy that they can do this now, and they learn, oh, I need an application or I need a partnership with one of the platforms, and then I'm making money. And with only just 4 products, I'm making money. So,
Yeah.
and this is a big change too.
What
Uh,
about clothing?
what?
What about like clothing stores?
Clothing stores, horrible business, because if you change the fashion every 6 weeks, I think this is one of the rotation circles
Yeah, like
Sarah and
fast
those guys are doing. This is totally crazy. So nobody needs this. And today I wrote an article. I'm not sure what from the company side, but I can find it out. And this guy is starting an open letter to the industry. It's one of the big guys. Say, right, we have to reduce the circles, not 10 times a year, only just maybe 2 times, summer season, winter season, maybe autumn, fall, something like this, but not back to this hyper personalized, trashed, uh, yeah, kind of fashion industry. So this will be changing, and people are going back to stores and they want to fit, try the clothings, try the fashion on it to see this. I think this will be a dramatic change because it's not more the kind of a supermarket. It's more like boutique style, what fits for you, those things. Yes.
And then what about, malls were already kind of weird. What happens now with that, you think?
Well, they had a problem before. So one of our biggest department stores shutting down of 50% of the operations because they're during the shutdown there had a financial problem before. During the shutdown, they were unable to pay the salaries for the employees. It's a very complicated business model. So shopping malls overall not very attractive. A lot of square feet in your square meters in Europe, um, and long-term rental contracts. All those things is not very future-driven business model. So a lot of them will be destroyed, which is okay. They're going down because we don't need it. So we don't need it anymore to go there. It's more about entertainment in the future. So when we see their activities before the crisis, activities were about entertainment, restaurants, meet people, cinemas inside, some amusement park elements inside. You go there to spend your time, and not you'd go there to buy something. So, and this is maybe the biggest change we see there. Um, yeah, that's it.
Like, so like if there was a company or anything that you would start right now, what would it be?
To be honest, um,
Yeah.
it must be a data analytics company.
Really?
Yes. So what we need right now is more data to understand what's happening in the real world. So
I think that's I got goosebumps. I didn't even think about that. I thought you were gonna say hotel. I mean, I don't know what I thought. You're right. Yeah, you're totally right. Keep going. That's smart. Yeah.
so this is for business. On a personal side, I will open a campground. Why not? So we see now people are going to traveling more and more, and I spent 6 months in Canada last year,
Yeah.
and so going around with my RV and have this great experience in nature and provide people a good time, even if even now it's more important than before because you're alone in the nature. You need just a bit of infrastructure for a fire pit and maybe some small kiosk or something like this, and provide the nature and the country. That's great. That's my personal thing.
I think honestly, I was talking to somebody who'd been in hospitality for like 30 years.
Yeah.
They said it'll take a while for people to feel comfortable with Airbnb. This is their prediction, not mine. Airbnb, and most people will take a while for them to be comfortable flying. so that most of the hospitality or destinations will be places that people can drive to, which they will book kind of last minute, like, hey, let's go away this weekend. And I think probably one of the best things that they could do is go. I got goosebumps again. I think data analytics and campgrounds, man. I think that's great. That's a really good that's a good business, man. Like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, good call. I didn't even think about either of those.
And another point I will mention is traditional media. So this is the reincarnation of traditional media. So you're now in your home office.
Yeah.
If the company is able to send you a high quality magazine now to your home office with the content you are interested in, you love to read it because you're sticking in front of that fucking monitor, sorry for this, for the whole day.
Oh, listen, I have the watch.
Yeah.
I'm charging, but I have my Apple Watch, my phone, and this and that TV.
Yes.
You know, like three screens or 4 screens. Yeah, you're right. That's so you think like hyper personalized, like indie magazines that are tailored to, like, I pick 5 subjects that I like, or even 1 subject, and then it's printed. You think?
Yes. It must be printed because you need that haptic thing. It's for you. Yeah. It's like a personal letter. It's yours, and this is great. And there are a lot of products in the market where we can do this if we want. So the content is there.
The content's definitely
the printing companies are there that can do it personalized. They can send it to your home. So that's quite easy, and it's a totally different experience what we had on media before, the traditional ones. So I'm pretty sure that we will have growing media spendings in traditional media in magazines. Magazines still exist, but not so many. But yeah, so this also will happen. So let's see.
Honestly, I like all 3 of those. I think they're all, the campground one, the data analytics one, and then the hyper personalized, like, indie feel magazine that would be delivered here based on, you know, I like food, tech, and, you know, whatever, and like it's maybe a little bit thicker. I totally can see that potentially. I mean, yeah, good, man. Which one are you gonna do?
I think I do all 3. Right. As you know, I'm responsible in my day business, not for LBMA. In my day business, I'm responsible for one of the publishing houses here in Germany. It's called LBMA Media Group. This is a traditional media house with a lot of publications, a lot of events. So we're doing guitar magazines, we are doing rescue magazines for firefighters, we do all tech magazines for development, and we do marketing magazines, all those things. We have successful online platforms, yes, but we have still our printed magazines. And if I see now how it looks, this is cool. Yeah, it's not only just it's cool branded, it looks great. Yeah, if you have this and not the old newspapers, old magazines, yeah, then you can even make money with that. So yeah, I do this.
Okay, listen. If DevHub gets to the place where it's as big as I can fly private, I swear to God, I will invest. And it's on the record. It's recorded.
Perfect.
100% invest. And
cool.
So, yeah, no,
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your time. We'll stop the recording now. Say bye-bye to Germany, and maybe you are on the call later too.
Yeah, send me the link.